No.
What if the episode ends and there's no
horrible.
recommendation?
There's no recommendation.
It just ends.
No, I gotta come up with something. Okay.
Welcome to Recommendations Required, a podcast where two best friends try to find their next obsession, and maybe so will you. I'm Ryan Mion.
And I'm Glenn Brown.
And we're back, episode 25.
Yeah.
Quarter to 100. Here we come.
Oh.
Glenn, we've had some technical difficulties this episode.
I know.
Just
getting
a little
started.
bit getting it started.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Neither of us, but it was good because neither of us had an opener.
Yeah. Gave you some time.
In the meantime, I put an opener together. So I really liked I like how we're kind of doing the same game reskinned in different things.
Yeah.
Like it's guess the star rating or guess the movie or guess the board game. So I'm
Sure.
going to steal your idea completely.
Okay.
And I'm going to say you have to guess the movie based off the movie review.
Okay.
And same idea.
Okay.
I'll give you one, and then it will procedurally get easier and easier and easier to guess what it is.
Okay.
It's hard because to me, I'm reading them and it feels so obvious.
Yes. Yeah, that was the problem I ran into. Yeah.
But I have a feeling it's going to take a couple reviews before you get it.
Okay. Let's give it a shot.
So we're gonna jump in.
What's the name of your game? You gonna name it?
I'll say Movie Unveiled.
Okay.
I don't know. That was lame. All right, let's start with this one. This movie is so disgusting. I love it.
Okay, so it gives me no information.
There's a lot of these that don't give much information, but I would say if you know, and I kept saying letterpress the last episode when I was talking about the review.
Yeah,
it's letterbox.
Letterbox. Yep. Okay.
I kept saying that I was cringy. I was like, that's not what it's called. I was so mad at myself. But yeah, letterbox. So if you do know kind of the film persona and like I don't know, like that kind of person who's really into film and kind of pretentious about it.
Yeah.
That is a decent. Like they all do give information.
Yes,
They're not totally useless.
Okay. So
first one,
they might be a little like punny or inside joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one's 4.5 stars, and they liked it.
Okay.
This is a good one. IKEA Boy.
What could that possibly mean? Okay, so this
IKEA
is
Boy.
a Swedish. It's Swedish or
Yeah, let's.
Or this
I
is
wanna-
like
I wanna
a
linger in this-
boy
in this-
that like builds something.
So it's
Or both.
we know it's a disgusting film, and this person loves it.
Yeah.
IKEA Boy.
So maybe like raunchy horror, like disgusting in a good way. Okay. Hit me with another one.
Okay, I got two more.
Okay.
Andrew Tate biopic was a huge success.
Oh my God! What?
5 stars, liked it.
Andrew Tate biopic. Okay. I mean, that makes me think of like Wolf on Wall Street or something up that alley.
Yeah, I think.
Which I could see someone describing that as disgusting. Like there's acts that happen in that movie that are disgusting. I don't know how IKEA Boy gets drawn into something like that.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna also say you get this is. I'm only doing one movie.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm giving you one guess.
I'm getting one guess. Okay.
Maybe we'll say you lose a point for every guess.
Okay. Hit me
So
with
that
another
was-
one, I guess.
Disgusting, but I loved it.
Yeah.
IKEA Boy, Andrew
Tate.
I just think
Biopic.
David Fincher's cool. I dig his cinema.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
He is the director.
David what?
Fincher.
Fincher. Okay. Could you maybe give me another movie he directs to like get me in the headspace? I don't know directors.
Social
that well.
Network.
Social Network. Ooh.
It's a lot of stuff, but now it's all. I'm drawing a blank.
This has got to be
Zodiac.
Oh man. Okay, my gut is saying this has got to be a more recent movie.
Okay.
Based on the Andrew Tate poll, but I guess you could pull that at any time. But
the thing is, a lot of people, what will happen in this app too is like an old movie will resurface where people start reviewing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
It's kind of like a trend.
That's what I'm worried about.
I would say the Andrew Tate is not a sign of when it came out. That's not an indicator.
Okay.
But it does. I think you grabbed the correct context out of it.
Okay. Oh man.
I would say if you guessed it after this, like after the one I just said about David Fincher, I would have considered you like you won.
Okay. Well, I'm clearly not going to guess it. Do you have one more for me?
I have 3 more.
3 more. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I was instructed not to talk about it.
Sorry, I was... Okay, this definitely feels like a joke based on the movie.
Oh, see, I thought that was going to give it away.
I was instructed not to... Oh, okay. It's Fight Club.
The next guess, the next 2 were, fellas, it's gay to be in love with your imaginary friend.
Okay.
And I love Fight Club, but I hate people who love Fight Club.
Yeah, okay. Okay. How does IKEA boy get into this?
He's like obsessed about IKEA for like the IKEA catalog.
He is? Oh man.
Yeah, there's like a whole thing where
I
he's
watched
like
this movie, I guess.
He's like, "Oh, my apartment is like page whatever of the IKEA catalog."
Oh.
He's like, "I have the perfect dimpled like,
okay.
cups, and
Okay.
And that's all the price, like
yeah.
It was like a deep cut. Like I don't think that would have given it away. Like I understood it because I knew what the movie was. But I'm like, there's no shot I would say IKEA boy, and you'd be like, "Oh, Fight Club."
Yeah.
But
well, okay.
I think if you also knew David Fincher as a director,
I probably
would have
gotten
nailed
it
by then.
Yeah. I don't know directors that well. I need to study up.
You did no movie guesses. And you guessed it out of, let's see, 1,
I think 6,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 reviews. Okay, so I got a top 7 next time.
So you got 3. You got 3 points.
Okay, 3 points. Okay.
3 points.
Okay, cool.
So you got to top it next time. Very, very, very good. All right, we're gonna go into the reviewing section.
Yeah.
I have many thoughts about, like, let me just like kind of set the tone to the listeners. We recorded the episode on Monday, October 9th.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So I want everybody to think about that.
Yeah.
Monday, October 9th.
At night.
Monday, October 10th.
The next day.
At 2:53 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm ready to record the next episode.
Less than 24 hours.
Then, yeah, less than 24 hours. Glenn's like, I immediately have an opinion about it, which I'm so excited.
Yes.
And then I go, haha, can't tell if that's good or not. Haha, no response. No response.
Yeah.
And then finally I'm like, when do you want to record? And then you respond. I'm like, okay. Even when we were like, before we started recording, you said like, you made a face when I brought up Phonk.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you got to review Phonk. And you're like, yeah. So that face makes me think you're going to hate it, that you hated it.
Okay.
But I don't think you did. But
Okay.
That's enough setup. Let's just hear your thoughts.
Do you want to quick walk us into Phonk again at all, or just relying on previous listens?
Yeah, if you can listen, I don't think we need to do a recap of this. Basically, it's anime hype music meets Russian mob meets Tokyo drifting meets Memphis rap, if you know what that is. It's like that's high sensory overload. I told Glenn it's music you listen to when you're doing something you don't want to do.
Yeah. That would be a perfect way to describe it. Yes.
I wouldn't say you would like. I would say that or driving late at night. Any other context, I can't imagine myself doing. Like listening to it just like casually. So. That's all I'm giving. We're gonna see where you take it.
Okay. So yeah. So I listened to this entire playlist through 3 times, but by the time I texted you.
Oh my god.
I listened to it all the way through.
It's too much, Glenn.
3 times when I texted you. and I was already ready to review it. Like,
easily. Yeah. There's like 80 songs. There's like over 80 songs in that
playlist. It's a 2-hour playlist. Yeah. Ryan, this playlist whips ass. This playlist whips so much ass, my man. Oh my God. The amount of ass being whipped is ridiculous. Okay, so I have so much to say about this playlist.
I'm so excited.
Okay. So, for one, I think like the way you pitched it in like what its use is like so spot on. Like, I was at work and I was in a lull and like podcasts weren't getting me through it. I couldn't focus. Nothing was happening. So I was like, you know what? Ryan said, this is the thing. Like, if you listen to this, it'll make you focus. Then I proceeded to listen to 6 hours of this playlist straight while I was working, and I got so much done. It was like the exact like, okay, I'm going to focus in on this one thing and it's going to work. Yes. Perfect. Yes. Worked. Oh. Nailed it for sure.
It's like not I would never suggest this as music to like play at a party.
No.
It would be
too much.
Wild.
People would die. People would die at that party. Yes.
It is like the equivalent of like several espresso shots in music form.
Yes, which is why I listened to it while I was driving one time, and I was like, I'm doing double the speed limit. I can't do this right now.
It's too much.
I can't listen to it while I'm driving. It's too much.
Oh my gosh.
The experience of listening to this playlist was so surreal for a very like interesting reason. One, I think you had mentioned something about like me probably hearing these songs on TikTok.
Yeah.
I've easily heard half of these songs on TikTok. They're so memeable at different portions that make it perfect for that.
Or like motivation, like videos or whatever.
Yeah. And this is going to sound so strange, but I feel like the perfect analogy for how I felt about interacting with this playlist is me coming to you and being like, hey, I keep trying and seeing this thing where it's like bread but softer and fluffier and in like a rectangle form, and then people are spreading like this sugary cream over top of it. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? And you're like,
oh, like a peanut
cake?
Butter sandwich.
No, like you're like, do you?
I absolutely didn't know what
Well, it's a great analogy then. And then you're like, do you mean cake? And I'm like, yeah, cake. Like, I love cake.
Yeah. I see where this is going.
Like, I have heard this on TikTok. I've literally searched TikTok playlists on Spotify to try and find this music.
So funny.
Yes. And like, I have found anime specific versions of this music, but wanted more of it that wasn't anime specific.
Yep.
And this was it. Yep. I've been looking for this music for like a year now, Ryan, and you have now given it to me like on a platter. So like, oh, you haven't heard of this before? Here you go.
So good.
Dude, it's so good. I think when I was listening to it, one of the like probably most popular songs on there, at least like I knew it instantly. I feel like I've heard it on TikTok a lot, is Sahara. I think it's probably up there. I don't know if there's numbers.
I might have to pull them up.
Yeah, pull them up. There might be numbers on these songs. But dude, yeah, like listening to this playlist, like
Paradise?
No, there's definitely a song called Sahara.
I'm
already getting pumped up.
I know. It's immediate. I can't find it. Do you know the one that really got me was Overdose?
Overdose is quite good. Yes.
I have this thing on Spotify has the thing now where like you can do like it's something shuffle, like special shuffle or mix shuffle, where it throws in like artists that they think you would like.
Ooh, okay.
On top of your other ones.
Sure.
And I was on a run and that one came on. I was like, this is it. This is exactly what I needed to get through this run. It's so good.
But this
wow.
So you recommended this to me like a week ago, and this has been like my go-to I can't focus. I'm in a slump. I can't do what I need to do right now. I just throw on this playlist and literally less than 5 seconds, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
It is magical.
I do want to throw this out there. Use it sparingly.
That's what I'm worried about.
Because it doesn't punch the same all the time.
Yes. Yeah. I'm afraid it's going to be like a drug where if you keep using the same amount too frequently, it's going to like you're going to like build a tolerance to it and it won't have the same punch anymore, and I'll need to find doper and doper tracks.
It'll just be like nonstop static and cowbell. You're like, this is what I needed. Because the ones I'm listening to, I'm like, this isn't even anything, but it's
I'm going to need to get weirder and weirder into funk to get the same high off of it.
Yes, absolutely. That's so funny. Yeah, and I think it was like that. So like that was in the music I was into, and then you were like, check out Nick D.
Yeah.
And like I was kind of in the headspace of like really in the funk, and I was like, this is nothing. Like I can't even touch this.
This doesn't
like,
give me the same high.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I've been in that headspace with music for a really long time of I really love music, but I think I listen to it to get me into certain headspaces.
Yeah.
Like I listen to lo-fi in the morning, and I'll listen to this when I'm working out, and then I listen to like I have like different music
for different scenarios.
Yeah. And very rarely do I find an artist who I like who I'll just listen throughout the day. That doesn't happen. So it's like it was interesting with the Nick D, because I'm like, I don't see where he fits in my current rhythm of life. Like that's what it felt like.
Yeah. I get that.
Especially as I was explaining this to you and kind of like feeling that tension of like I'm not resonating with Nick D, but like maybe in the summer.
Sure.
On a drive.
Sure.
Like maybe, but I'm not there.
Yeah,
so I
you're
can't,
not there right now.
It's like timber timbre. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not gonna listen to that.
Oh man,
on a summer break, but like
I want to go back to timber
I've
timbre.
I've been throwing some timber timbre up. I'm like, ooh, this is good.
I need to go back to that.
This is so good.
I feel like I feel like I forget that I can use music to like get me into an emotional state that I need to be in. And I tend to just match the music to the state rather than the other way around. Yeah. And this has been magical. It is like a shot of adrenaline right to the thigh.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh man, it's just too good. I want to pull like specific songs, but like they're all good. Like you've curated quite the playlist, my man. It's very good.
I'll share it in the episode if anyone wants. Yeah, I'm constantly adding to it. Maybe this will be my side gig.
Yeah, you're gonna get famous off this playlist.
Yeah, that'd be dumb. That'd be so stupid. It's like getting famous off this podcast. Dumbest thing ever.
I got to imagine that like obviously I heard some anime mixes in the mix there. And I've definitely found playlists that are just anime funk. And I'm wondering if that continues into like other genres of like media types or something where like there's funk and then there's anime specific funk, like where there's.
Are you saying are there other types of mediums that have a version of it and then an anime version of it?
No.
Specifically,
like there's general funk, and in funk is anime funk. But like, what are these other categories over here? Like, I'm wondering if I don't know, like there's like hip hop rap funk where it's all just stealing from rap songs and like remixing rap songs, and then they're pulling like anime lines from anime. Strange, you know?
Well, I think to me it's like lo-fi where it's like, what are you sampling?
Yes, exactly.
Because
sometimes
it's like you're sampling like super like a simple melody from a song from the 50s, and sometimes you're sampling jazz. Like there's some that's more jazz. Sometimes they use samples from video games.
Yeah.
So I feel like
video games, great example. That's what I'm saying.
navigates that same space where it's like. But I think the thing is like the lo-fi when you sample a video game, it's like they're trying to capture that nostalgic like feeling.
Yeah.
That is also very lo-fi. Where then anime has that pump up.
Yeah, it has that hype.
Dig my feet into the ground. I'm gonna like deliver the final blow, like amp up music.
Yeah.
So it's interesting how there's those genres that pull on feelings that we felt in different spaces, which I think is
interesting.
I think it's a cool aspect of it.
Yeah, because it just got me wondering, like, am I going to be on Spotify and then one day see a video game Phonk playlist and then, like, just like,
I don't see why not.
So specific polls all the way down to, like, there's a Grey's Anatomy Phonk playlist where it's all pulled from some random medical TV show. Like, it just seems so wild.
Like, I was talking to Doug about this, and I was like, we're at this point, and I think we've really experienced it for most mediums, but I think music, we're seeing the most drastic level of it, is anyone can make music, anyone can release that music, and there is becoming an infinite amount of niche genres of music. Like, the idea that someone would be like, I only listen to rap, is, I'm sure they're out there, but like
wild,
is kind of crazy. Even if that was the case, it infinitely goes deep into that one category. And so it's like there's this point where it's like I feel like the genre as a whole for music has completely died. It becomes more of these
just like shatters into pieces.
It becomes, because it can get so, there's so many levels to it and like subgenres that like the genres are really just more of these like containers that hold an endless amount. It's like, I don't know about you, but like for me, I would generally say I don't like country.
Yeah, same.
But like it feels hard to say that because I'm sure there's like country funk. Like I'm sure there, you know what I mean?
Wow.
It's like, so it's like there's a certain point where it's like you could be oblivious and say I don't like this type of music. But then I'm like, but there's literally infinite amount of music coming out constantly that you can find some sort of weird niche. And like I've talked about before, I gotta see if I can find it, but there is a Instagram like TikToker who like specifically looks for these really, really, really specific niches and like listens to them for a day. And he's like, here's the highlights.
Okay.
Like one of them was just
cool.
different sounds of static. It was like called Pink music or something. And it's just like,
there's just artists. Static.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's how
so specific.
Minute we've gotten with it.
Yeah.
And like Phonk, you like listen to it and it's like, what is this? And then you listen to the like history of it and how it's progressed, and you're like, okay, yeah, because you have, it's like most of those songs that are in the playlist are like all separate artists.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like no duh, but this is such a weird genre of music.
And so many people are doing it. Yeah.
And so many people are doing it. And I think that's like, and you could say it's bigger because it's TikTok, right? Like we're a little late to the game.
Sure.
I'm sure there's plenty of people going like, dude, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah. So we're old. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's neither here nor there. But I think it's really interesting. I'm kind of for it. I'm kind of for the death of genre as a whole.
Yeah. Like, break the walls down, baby.
Tear down this wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this has been really interesting. I knew you would like it. Like you generally liked dubstep.
Yeah.
Like, so I know you can like, I know you're not like a big fan, but I know you listened to it in high school. And so there's piecemeal that's like, he knows, like he enjoys listening to music that's really intense and over the top.
Yes. Yeah.
Not that this is like dubstep.
Ryan, I may have understated myself. This might be my favorite genre of music. Right. I think last week we were talking about how like you peaked at Magic.
Yeah.
This might be competing for the top.
This
might be up there, my man.
I feel like I feel like as you're getting excited, I'm like, I just like feel like I'm on the other side of the mountain a little bit. Like I still love it.
Sure. But you're coming down from the high.
I'm like, Glenn, it won't last.
Oh man, I need it to. I need it to so bad.
I need you just to just be sparse with it. Use it when you need it, kind of thing.
I need it a lot.
It's great. Yeah. But I think that's the whole thing with this whole podcast is like the things that peak, like the things that are really big picks.
Yeah.
And like good recommendations are the things that we needed in that moment.
Yeah. You got to almost get lucky with the timing of it.
Well, and I would say it was almost total luck, but there was a piece of me and I was like, I think Glenn needs this kind of music right now.
Yeah, sometimes you can feel the vibe. Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I think he needs some pump up music. I think he needs to just, it's getting darker.
Yeah.
You're getting less vitamin D.
Yeah.
So
no, dude, you nailed it. You nailed it. I needed it.
So good. All right, Glenn. So out of 32 teeth.
Oof. Oh man. I'm not gonna let you taint my rating by saying my high is gonna come down. Right now, I'm at like 31 out of 32 teeth.
Do you want to give it the perfect rating,
I
Glenn?
almost want to give it the perfect rating, Ryan.
That's fine.
I'm very close to it. Ah, man, I'm just
I think it's fair to give it a like 32 right now, and then just be like
that is yeah, that might be fair.
It's exactly what you needed. It's your current. It's like because the line of the podcast is like trying to find our next obsession.
This is an obsession.
You have found it.
I found it. Yeah. My only hesitance in giving it the full 32 is I do find it difficult to pick out a single song because
100%.
All of them sound like on the same vein to the point where they just all meld together.
Yeah.
And I can't decide if that's a knock against the genre in general or not.
I'm gonna fight for this perfect score for a second.
Okay, go for it.
I didn't recommend a song.
This is true.
Or an artist.
This is true.
I recommended the genre as a whole.
This is true. Okay, 32. I'm giving it the full 32.
Woo!
Yeah. I think I gotta go for it. Full 32. You have peaked again. Yeah, man, this is good stuff. I cannot wait to continue to explore this genre in general.
It's great.
It's so good. It's so good. People need to listen to this.
If you're unmotivated and you're listening to this podcast, just stop. Listen to Phonk.
Listen to Phonk and feel better.
Just go to my playlist.
It is healing.
Check it out, and just get that thing done. Whatever you're putting off.
Yes.
Listen, most of you who are listening to this probably have ADHD.
Yes.
Just listen to this music. Get in the immediate flow state and get it done.
I feel like this is medication for ADHD. Like doctors should be prescribing Phonk.
Here's your Adderall, and here's your Phonk playlist. So good.
Listen to it for an hour every day.
Is this the first perfect score on the podcast?
I think
we really need to go back
on the teeth rating. This is the first perfect score, I think. There are a couple episodes where we didn't give ratings.
That's true. I don't think we were rating stuff like by.
No, I did go through in the Notion and like fill in what ratings I could.
Did you really?
Yes.
Okay, I need to pull this up right now.
From our episodes, I filled in a couple of yours as 0 because there wasn't a rating, so I'd wait for you to give it a rating. And where there wasn't a rating for me, I gave it a rating. I did give Magic a 10 out of 10.
I was gonna say, I was like,
we didn't rate it, but I gave it now a 10 out of 10. It needs it.
Yeah. Okay, wait, I'm pulling this up.
I will say I also put in a calculation at the bottom for the average rating.
Wait, where?
So you got the Notion open?
Yeah.
Not the like images tab, but the full list tab.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And there's Ryan's ratings and Glenn's ratings. Then all the way at the bottom is the average. And your average is so much lower than mine.
Yeah, my average is 51
Yeah.
and yours is 77.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah.
so what was my high? Notion was 100. Yeah.
Yeah. I wrote down Notion as 100 as a placeholder. I feel like you were up there on that one.
I still don't think I'd give it 100.
Okay, then you got to fix that.
Maybe I will, though, with these Wave Kings. 85 for Wave Kings. Excuse me. 85 for Wave Kings.
Yeah, I marked that as 85 because you said it was slightly better than something else that was at 80. And the 80 was for sure.
Got it.
So,
Let's see. Hades is an 81. Okay, let me just go through this real quick.
Sure.
Because this is good.
Yeah.
The percentage is a really, really smart move there.
Yeah, because before we were doing like stars or out of 10, and now we're doing teeth. So I just did percentage.
Yeah. Okay. Wingspan's at an 80%.
Yes, and you said the Way of Kings was a better recommendation than Wingspan, which is why I got an 85.
Yeah. I don't know if I still stand by that.
You need to update that. Yeah. This is
I think I will. Document. I think I'll. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'll keep it though.
Because I don't think I would have given. I don't think I would have given Magic 100 right off the bat, but now it's 100.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. 100%. For Magic, Scythe was 50%.
Yep, you gave it 2.5 stars out of 5.
I think that's way too low for Scythe, to be honest.
Okay.
For my experience, yeah, but Welcome to Wrexham was 75%.
Yeah.
Followed by, I was going to say, this is the, I might have to change this. Star Wars Vision at 25%.
Yeah, you had it low.
Which is not the lowest rating.
Oh, it's not?
Very, very interesting. I don't think that should be the case. That should be the lowest rating.
That should be the lowest. Okay.
Anti-Time Management is 80%.
Yep.
Cowboy Bebop is 85.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no. Nothing for Cowboy Bebop. Sorry.
Yeah.
Timber Timbre. Dominic recommended it. That was 80%.
Yep.
Then Anti-Time Management was 85. Nothing for Cowboy Bebop. 80% for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of 80s, Glenn. Then we have The Way of Kings, 85%. Project Zomboid, my lowest moment at 50% from Glenn.
Yep.
Which is fair. Then Pokemon, I gave it a 6. We both 62. Notion, 100. Yeah.
Update that as you may.
Yeah. I think I gotta do that at 100. Uzumaki, the 88%.
Mm-hmm.
Super fair. Jujutsu Kaisen at 13%.
That you said that it was worse than you said you would rather watch Visions than watch Jujutsu Kaisen. You said it in the episode. And that one you gave an actual teeth rating. So that's why I put Visions, I think, at 25, because I lined it up with other things you said.
So much work into this. 13. I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
I think there was more genuine enjoyment in Star Wars Visions than there was in Jujutsu Kaisen. Both were horrible. Neither of them should have been.
Both really low.
Northgard was 84. Hades 81, Root at 56, but you still want to keep playing. So I do. There might be room to upgrade.
Be room there.
To bump that up. Oppenheimer, I gave it an 88. You gave it a 94.
Yeah.
Is that your first? That's not your first 90. Yeah, it's your first 90. You had 100 for Magic, but
yeah.
Oppenheimer. This is my thing. Is Oppenheimer better than Northgard? And Everything Ever. Yeah, it was pretty good.
I mean, I wasn't. That's hard because at this point we're giving teeth. So like I have actual numbers that I put in there for what I reviewed, and I'm not necessarily thinking back and comparing it to all the other ones when I give
haven't
that,
been either.
You know,
and I think that's how I want to keep it moving forward.
Yeah.
And then Unrailed 84%.
Yeah.
I think I generally agree with that.
Okay.
It feels weird in my head where I'm like, Jujutsu Kaisen obviously has more love put into it than Star Wars Visions. So just from a craftsmanship, I feel like I should give it a higher score.
Yeah.
But I had more moments of enjoyment in Star Wars than I did in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
Dang. I don't like that. I don't like that's my opinion. I actually would rather I would rather like Star Wars Visions less than Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay. But you don't.
I don't think I do.
Wow.
Okay, before we jump into our middle segment, mom phrases. Just quick check-in. I think I know the answer to this. Have you played any World of Warcraft?
No. I did set up an account.
Okay.
Turns out I already had a Blizzard account. So I just logged into that puppy,
Overwatch.
And I do have it downloaded.
Okay.
I do have it. That's my progress update. Is I have downloaded World of Warcraft. I have not started my monthly membership because I figured I'd wait for a first time playing to do that.
Yeah.
Cool. I will say, man, I was like poking around on the Blizzard app or whatever, and the pay structure of this game was extremely confusing on the app. Because I would pull up a page and see a monthly subscription, and there was like 3 tiers that get you different content. But then they also just released this like dragon themed storyline or something, and you could buy that DLC for like a flat rate, but like it made it look like you were buying the game for a flat rate and not. So I was like, wait, is this a
okay?
Do you need a subscription to this game, or do you need? Or are you just buying it? I'm so confused.
This is my current understanding of it, which could be wrong.
Okay.
So they had World of Warcraft immediately come out, right? The first one.
Yeah.
You bought the game, and then you got to pay a subscription to it.
Okay.
And then there have been immense amounts of additions to that you always have to pay for the most recent one. But you can get, I don't know if it's like a certain window, but there's like you don't have to pay for the most recent, like the content a couple years back or something, I think.
Okay.
So like if you want to like, because they'll go, hey, if you buy this, you unlock these races now, you unlock these storylines, these areas.
If I want to play like the most recent stuff, I need to also pay this flat rate to buy the game.
Yeah, that's how it's always been.
Okay, but like if I don't care about that, I can just pay the monthly subscription.
You can just pay the monthly subscription. You might even get to the point where if you've leveled up your character so much, you then would buy it to then. It's just DLC at this point.
Okay. So do you think?
To my understanding,
do you think I don't need that right now?
I would say no.
Okay.
I would say like by level like 30, if you're like I'm digging this, maybe. But I think you should be fine.
I also saw that you can play for free.
Yes, you can play for free
up to level 20.
Yeah, I don't know if that's still the case with the new level adjustments. There are like other stipulations.
Yes. So I was looking at that. I was like, oh, okay. Well, Ryan said I had to play to level 20. So like, should I just ride the free trial?
I said you had to max out.
Oh, I had to max out?
Levels. Yes.
Oh, I thought 20 was the max. No? Oh, okay.
70.
Okay, I'll max out. 70. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Someone was not listening. Someone had dissociated immediately after I said you had to play World of Warcraft.
Probably. But okay, so I was like, oh, that's kind of nice. You can play up to level 20, and then I could just like start paying the monthly subscription to go further. But I think in the like little fine line is I don't think you can continue that character past level 20 that you used in the free subscription.
I don't think that's true.
I think that's what the like fine print was saying. Okay. It was kind of confusing because I was like, why wouldn't you just play to level 20 on a bunch of different characters? Like,
well, because you would
ride
never
the free subscription.
Because you're like not accessing so much. You're accessing like
so little of the game.
So little content.
Okay.
But there's things where like I remember it being like you can't send mail, you can't use like the auction house, which is a huge thing. Like there's
and I think I think you couldn't even like communicate with like multiplayer. Like I couldn't like play with you and stuff like that in the free trial.
It's definitely a trial. Like if you like this, then you'll like that. So it might just make sense to do the subscription.
I'll just buy it because I want to play with you. That's the whole point. So I'll just buy into it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, but that's my update. I've downloaded the game.
Cool.
I'm getting there. How about you? What update on
I tried watching
Full Metal?
an episode last night. I was like, I just don't. I was in one of those spaces where it's like I tried watching like 6 shows, different shows. Like I'm not interested in any of these right now.
Okay.
So I don't think that says anything about the show. I just started it and it's like I don't.
Yeah, no, I want you to be. We got time. We got time. It's a long-term project. I want you to be in the right headspace.
You really don't have time. I got time.
Oh, okay. I need to get on it.
Let me make that really clear.
Okay. I need to.
I got time. We'll see.
Okay, I'll start feeling the pressure. We'll get rolling.
If you start playing sooner, it won't be a pressure moment.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
If you know me at all, you know I procrastinate like crazy.
Yeah, I know. It'll happen. It's fine. Same. I'll do Way of Kings all over again and just watch.
Yeah.
5 seasons in 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the phrase of the episode.
Oh yes, please say. Okay, I did bring this up to Holly, that we were doing this, and I used the example of like you're all thumbs, and she was like, oh yeah, that's a totally common saying. Like yeah, you're all thumbs, you're clumsy and you drop things, and I
got clarification from my mom that it was you're clumsy.
Okay.
But I like the way of using it better as I'm all thumbs here, as I'm all thumbs up. That to me feels like a better way to use that.
Yeah.
But
and I was watching a show or something and someone said I'm all thumbs today, and they were like dropping things, and I was like, oh my God, it's real.
There are 100% phrases in here that are very real, very common. It just was like one of those moments where you're sitting there like, I've never heard you use this phrase once.
Yeah.
And then there are phrases that are 100% made up.
Okay.
This one I think is pretty common.
Okay, hit me.
Yeah, they're grabbing at straws.
Okay. Yeah. Grabbing a straw.
Pretty common.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got grabbing a straw. Yeah.
The next one
obscure.
Next one I think is a good one, but
we'll see it.
Yep.
We'll hear it next episode, I guess.
I got nothing to add to it.
Okay.
All right, Glenn. Do we want to peel back the curtain a little bit for this next?
Yeah. So, okay, I have a recommendation for you. I was super excited about it because it's been on my list since we started this podcast, and I think it's really fun, and we just haven't had the opportunity to do it. But then, like an hour ago, I realized I think we already did this, and you're gonna have to tell me if we have or not. It is a board game.
Okay, it's a board game. Will Glenn have to think of another thing off the top of
that? That will be the toughie because I do not have a good secondary option here.
Oh, God, I really hope we've played it. I think I.
Okay,
go ahead.
So it's a board game, and it's called Mysterium.
Yep.
Oh, we did play it.
Where you have to get it's like the big like plates of like illustrations.
Yeah. Damn it. Okay. It
was fun.
It occurred to me that we might have had like a guys board game night where we ended up playing it, but I could not remember for the life of me. Well, damn. Well, I guess it's not Mysterium. Let me just take a big black marker and cross it off my list. And now
these are my favorite. Is when you're pushed into a corner.
Is
when you come in. You come in with confidence.
See, the problem is
it's either this will be one of your best or one of your worst. That's
that because
actually I don't know. I think all of your off the top of your head like ideas have been pretty good.
So off the whim, we have Notion.
Great,
my
best recommendation.
We also have Visions, possibly my lowest one.
No, not your
my second to lowest one.
Second lowest.
So we cover the full spectrum when I'm just off the cuff with these.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like legitimately do not have anything. So this is gonna be a problem. Let me pull up my list on my drive.
I'd be open. Okay, let me throw the things I'd be open for.
Yeah,
I know you have some podcasts.
I do.
I don't know if I want to be recommended a podcast.
Okay,
to be honest,
that's fair.
I don't want people listening to other podcasts that are obviously going to be better than this one. We don't need to be giving them ad space.
Okay.
I'm in a video game. I'll be in World of Warcraft, and then I just started getting back. Did you ever? You played a little bit of 7 Days to Die, but not too much, right?
Correct. Yeah, I didn't like it too much. Honestly.
They updated it, and I'm big fan of it right now. Very fun. I already kind of have a TV show, but I would be down maybe for another TV show. You should have watched the second Visions, then you could have recommended that.
See, okay, I have a lot on my list, but I haven't done them yet. Which is
that doesn't help.
Which is that's my problem is I haven't gotten to them yet. Which means I can't recommend them technically.
Mm-hmm. You need to have at least tried them.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm trying to think of other things.
Okay.
Dear God, don't give me another anime.
Okay.
If you give me another anime,
I do have an anime on my list, but we're not doing it.
The score of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood will drop. Not because I intentionally would do it. I will get burnt out on all anime.
No, I told myself that I would not give you an anime while you were watching Full Metal Alchemist, so I'm not going to do it.
Do you have any books? Do you have any? Oh no! Never mind.
You did it, Ryan. You did it to yourself.
I can't listen to it. I can't get through it fast enough. We're doing these episodes so fast now. This has to be a long-term recommendation. There's no shot I can listen to enough of this. I did it over 4 weeks.
Oh,
I can't, Glenn. Glenn, I can't. I can't do it.
Okay, I'll hold off.
If we have like a break, I guess unless we do we have enough stocked up that we could. How long? Okay, hold on. I'm not shooting this idea down yet. Hold on.
You want me to look up the length of the book?
On Audible.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. I mean, it's in my library.
What's it called?
I'm reading the third book right now, and it's just so good.
What's the second one?
It's called Words of Radiance. It is 48 hours long. It's so long. I can't do that. I can't do that to you.
Give it to me like
I need it.
As soon as December hits.
Yeah. I need to
like
give it to you
end
when
of November,
we have a
December
space between recordings, just like holidays
send
or
it
something.
And I'll,
yeah. We'll get there. We'll get to Words of Radiance. It's sitting there.
I am legitimately interested to see what happens in that book.
Okay,
I'm
I
not
will say
excited to listen to
that most people say Words of Radiance is their favorite, the second one.
That's what you've. Yeah.
I think they have only increased in quality. Like I think the second's better than the first, and I think the third so far is better than the second. So.
Okay.
Okay. So.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's not going to be Mysterium. We'll wait on Words of Radiance. Okay, we're not doing a podcast and we're not doing an anime, which leaves me with video games. And I have only
what other video? I feel like you have no other video games to recommend me.
I have 6 on my list right now. My problem is that I have only tried 2 of them.
So you have 2 on your list, Glenn. You don't have 6.
Essentially.
Let's be clear.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll be upfront with some of my list here. We can cut this out if we need to.
Okay.
Okay, I still have 20 minutes on my recording. That's fine. So I have Breath of the Wild on my list.
Which I have played.
You have played?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that off. Screw you, I guess.
It's fun. That would be a fun one for me to. I haven't beaten it, but.
Okay, and then I have haven't played it. I have Return of the Obra Dinn, which I really want you to play, but I don't think I've played enough to give it
to
talk about it and give it justice yet.
That's fair. Man, this is rough, Glenn.
I know.
You have put yourself in a rough spot, my friend.
I have. Then there's Pico Park. Have you played Pico Park?
I don't think
it's
so.
like a co-op puzzle solving game, and
is that where you cut each other up?
No,
your shapes?
No. It's like It's like if you were playing Super Mario Bros. With a bunch of people, but instead they made it even easier to piss each other off.
Okay.
So I don't know if that'd be the greatest recommendation for you specifically. And then I do have Townscaper, which is on your wish list, and I love for a lot of different reasons, but I don't know that we could like talk about it for 20 to 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
You know, like it's a very simple, like there's not a lot to it, you know.
There's not,
It's a very simple game, but I just love it. What
about a movie?
Here we are. A movie. Okay. So
that is very much the mood I'm in.
I know. I need a movie. I don't look at movies that often. The only movie I have on my list is the one my sister recommended.
I haven't seen Midsummer, but I really.
Oh, do we do Midsummer? How have you not seen Midsummer?
I literally saw Hereditary, and I was like, I actually don't know if I want to see Midsummer.
Midsummer's worse. It's
that was my thing.
Heavier.
I was like,
it's heavier.
This
man.
movie resonated with me so deeply. I don't know if I want to go through it again.
Okay,
something like this again.
I did just watch The Meg 2.
Jack and I are gonna watch that this Friday.
Were you really?
Yeah.
There's no way you're being sarcastic.
No, not at all.
You were legitimately gonna watch it?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
It's like a guilty pleasure of ours. It's like big monster movies.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I love the first Meg. Great. There's no joke.
I'm still getting 100% sarcasm from you right now.
Nope. I loved Pacific Rim. We've seen all the Godzilla films.
Okay, well, this is different.
I don't know if you want to recommend Meg 2.
No, I don't. This is the problem, Ryan. Okay. You're gonna have to.
I'm like borderline. I'm borderline keeping all of this in.
No.
What if the episode ends and there's no recommendation?
There's no recommendation.
It just ends.
No, I gotta come up with something. Okay.
What about
this is the problem. I need more people to write in with recommendations to save my ass.
No, you need to try more things, Glenn. You need to expand your horizons.
Okay, so I was.
What about a classic game that you've played growing up that I haven't?
Okay, I like video game.
I don't know if I want to play
board
a game. I don't know. Keep going.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
So I was really pumped about Mysterium because you and Jackie are coming up this weekend, and that would be like a fun game to all play together. So
we should still play it.
I'm down to still play it. So I was then when I realized that you probably have already played it, I was trying to think of other games that maybe we could play that you haven't played. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking about Hues and Cues, but once again, very straightforward game. I don't think there's a lot to talk about. And then I was also thinking of Wavelength. But it's just a pretty basic party game. Like I don't know how much there is there. Like it's fun. It's good, but like we got to talk about it, and I don't know if there's that much there.
Maybe if we do like we were talking about doing like those shorter reviews. As a separate thing down the road, but
yeah, maybe
keep those.
Okay. So here we are, still struggling.
He's just looking. He's just
looking around the room.
Around his room to recommend something.
What books am I working with up here?
I recommend 3D printing.
I mean, I legitimately want to recommend 3D printing.
If you give me one of your printers, I'll try it.
But I don't like. It's just cool. I don't know. I don't know what to talk about it. Holy shit, Ryan. This is such a problem. Why did you have to have played it? Is my question.
Sorry.
That's my question.
I said I'd be willing to pretend.
No, I don't.
But then this podcast would be built
things.
on lies.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't do that to you, listener.
No, we wouldn't.
And has this podcast been 20 minutes of Glenn listing things that I've already done so that he doesn't want to recommend? Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe I've cut it all out. Who knows? Who's to say?
Okay.
And does Glenn only have 10 minutes left on his SD card? Also maybe.
15. I got 15 minutes. Oh, man. Okay. TV shows.
I'd be down for a TV show. Be down for a movie.
Yeah. What movies have I watched recently? I don't even know.
How about just list movies you have seen at some point in your life and liked?
Okay. See,
just list movies that you've enjoyed.
This is the problem because my recent movies have been kids' movies. Have you seen Moana or Coco?
I have.
Or
this
Encanto?
This might not work. I have.
See, all the movies I've seen, you have showed me those movies because you're the movie guy.
I'm a more than the movie guy, Glenn.
I just watched Haunted Mansion, and it was bad. Oh God, Ryan, I don't know.
Part of me wants you to recommend Meg too, but in reality, what that episode's going to be is me explaining to you why I loved it, and you going, I didn't like it.
There's no way you're going to like it. There's no way.
Did you like it?
No.
This is my point. Like, I feel like I'm going to like it, and I'm going to come over, and I'm going to be like, this is why I liked Meg, and you're like, I didn't like it. And I'm like, well, this unravels the whole point of the episode of the show.
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna
dig deep.
I'm digging deep.
Is there an app you play on your phone? Is there?
Oh man, that'd be a good anime.
I'm like, it can't be a book, it can't be a long book, it can't be a podcast, and it can't be an anime. It's like, well, crap, there goes all of my things.
There goes my things.
I guess it could be a podcast, but
have you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yes.
Of course. Of course.
Have you seen Community?
Yeah, I have.
I don't know why I'm asking you. I'm just maybe I'll list things that I haven't seen that maybe you liked.
Okay.
What about The Immortals or Internals? I heard that was bad.
The Immortals was bad. It wasn't
What
good.
about Batman versus Superman? I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that.
I haven't seen Aquaman.
So
I haven't seen.
I mean, the DC universe is in the trash. I don't.
What about the Snyder Cut?
I haven't seen it.
It's so sad.
I know. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I've done this to us.
Is there an app you've been using? Is there a diet you're on? Is there a type of food you've been eating a lot?
God.
Like, we can just scrape the bottom of
the barrel here, huh?
Bottom of the barrel here. I'm here for it. I just do two recommend. I'll just give you another recommendation.
Have you gone Have you gone frisbee golfing before?
I have gone frisbee golfing before.
Okay.
Well. Have you taken a shower before?
Oh man. No, there's no apps on my phone.
They're not even like texting or anything. It's just a blank brick.
Oh, Ryan, I gotta come up with something.
This is wild, my man.
This is wild.
There's no other board games.
I'm sorry I've done this to us. Okay, let me raid my closet real quick. Hold on.
All right. I'm gonna talk to the viewers.
Have you you've played Catan, obviously.
Yeah.
What expansions have you played of Catan?
None.
Okay.
Bro's about to recommend me an expansion to a board game I've already played.
How would you feel about that? Okay, hold on. Let me raid my closet.
I don't know. It's like recommending a DLC to a game. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, like I played this game before. I don't like, but there's new characters.
I mean, they're totally different. We both know that, but that's okay. Hold on.
I'm going to talk to the audience. Hey, everybody. So, I don't know how much I'm going to be including Oh gosh, hold on, let's get this stable. I have really no idea how much I'm going to be including in this episode. Currently, Glenn is going through his closet of board games and such and trying to find a recommendation. This is a great time to tell you all that we need recommendations. So what we're looking for are video games, board games, movies, TV shows, podcasts, books, anything, a life habit, a type of food, a type of music. We are here and we want it and we are looking for the next big thing. So we don't get into these situations. So if you are watching this on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, or listening to the podcast, please, 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 please just throw some recommendations our way, either in the comments or email us. I think it's at recommendationsrequired@gmail.com. So we don't get in the situation again. Thank you very much. Okay, Glenn, what do you got?
Oh, God damn it. Have you played Codenames?
Yes.
Pandemic?
No.
You haven't played Pandemic?
No.
Oh, okay. I think we're going with Pandemic then.
Okay. Okay. I'm Ryan signing off.
That's it. Okay, I'm Glenn signing off.
Night to C3, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.